Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In March, the Sister Wives world was shocked by the terrible death of 25-year-old Garrison Brown, who died while in the throes of a long-simmering battle with his father, Kody Brown. Kody, the father of 18, used to be extremely close to his son, whom he shares with his second wife, JANELLE Brown. When he married his fourth wife, Robin Brown, Kody spent less time with the children he had with his previous 3 marriages, which produced tension, animosity, and strife in the family. The situation grew significantly worse during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Kody and Robin were exceedingly careful about the virus, although some of Kody's older children were not. Kody feuded with Garrison and Gabriel primarily because the lads continued to work and socialize with their buddies throughout the epidemic. The boys refused to obey Kody and Robin's tight standards, so Kody refused to visit them. By the conclusion of Sister Wives Season 18, Kody and Garrison were no longer speaking. Garrison died for a self-inflicted gunshot wound and was discovered at his house in Flagstaff, Arizona, on March 5. Garrison had always made it plain to his family that he intended to join the army. When the time came, Kody didn't want his son perhaps to be shipped off to war, so he urged Garrison to serve his nation locally instead. Garrison joined the National Guard and served honorably, which was discussed during Sister Wives Season 11. It is, however, regrettable that Kody didn't support his son and stood in the way of his goal. For my boys, there's so much more going on than just this fight over whose COVID rules should be followed. They have for a long time felt that Kody's concentration, his time, everything, was spent, the bulk at Robin's place even while we were in Vegas. The COVID-19 epidemic split the Brown family and highlighted the existing divisions among the Sister Wives clan. By the time the pandemic came, Garrison and Kody's elder children were already feeling resentful of Kody for the reason he had less time for them since marrying Robin. When Kody didn't believe his older kids were taking the illness seriously enough, he stopped visiting them. For the first time, the Brown family spent many holidays away from one another. The family was never really able to heal from the epidemic, and neither was Kody's relationship with Garrison. However, the rivalry between Kody and his elder children began before the epidemic. During an episode of Sister Wives Season 17, JANELLE revealed further insight into the issue. For my boys, there's so much more going on than just this fight over whose COVID rules should be followed, she stated to producers. They have for a long time perceived that Kody's focus, his time, everything, was spent, the majority at Robin's house, even when we lived in Vegas. The tension between Kody and Garrison became so terrible that Garrison ended up moving out of JANELLE's house. Though JANELLE refused to take her kids out of the home, Garrison finally saved up enough money to purchase the $329,000 4-bedroom house in Arizona, where Garrison's death was discovered on March 5. During Sister Wives Season 18, Garrison moved into the home with his siblings, including his brother, Gabriel Brown, who was the guy who discovered Garrison. After her December 2022 separation with Kody, JANELLE disclosed that Garrison had somewhat of a connection with Kody at the time. The Sister Wives actress and mother of 6 stated there has been some contact between Kody and Garrison after their falling out over Kody's rigorous COVID-19 regulations. However, there was no reconciliation, JANELLE stated on the Sister Wives Look Back Part 2 program. Sadly, Kody and Garrison's friendship hadn't mended by the time Garrison sadly departed away. Now Kody will have to spend the rest of his life knowing he lost out on time with his kid. Minutes after the news of Garrison's death was made public, Kody released a message on Instagram with a picture of Garrison in his military outfit. JANELLE and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown. He was a bright star in the lives of everybody who knew him, the family statement read. Our loss will leave such a big hole in our lives that it takes our breath away. We ask that you kindly respect our privacy and join us in remembering his memory. Garrison's terrible demise is likely to be a subplot for Sister Wives Season 19. Sister Wives star Kody Brown adored his son Garrison Brown, who died away on March 5, 2024, but it doesn't stop fans of the program from tearing him apart on social media, and he may depart IG soon. Another potential is that he'll become radio quiet on the social networking site as his lone surviving wife, Robin Brown, has. The morality of insulting someone whose kid has died away is dubious to say the least. Kody shouldn't be blamed for the death of his kid, but there are people who say he didn't offer Garrison enough love, care, and support. Is this truly true? Only serious consideration of certain harsh facts will expose the truth. During Sister Wives Season 18, Kody received shade from practically everyone, even Garrison. Most of the criticisms that Kody's receiving right now are quite harsh. In fact, some are too incendiary to mention here. To do so would just be promoting hatred. People are truly venting the hatred and resentment that they feel and apparently not caring how the patriarch feels. Garrison wouldn't want Kody to be attacked like way. Making sense of the broad atmosphere isn't that tough. After all, Garrison insulted his father on stage, telling people that he was prospering in life despite his father's displeasure. However, it doesn't mean that supporters aren't going too far. Here's one example. This remark on Kody's article was pretty blistering. The previous several posts are nothing but grief and sorrow. Looks like the only thing you have going on in your life is sorrow. May God be a blazing light in your heart. It's never too late to change. Other fans get their idea over in a satirical fashion, depicting Kody as a type of clown. One of them expressed themselves on the same thread, pointing out Kody's inadequate grasp of nutrition. That reviewer opted to use humor to pick the patriarch apart, saying, "The guy who convinced underprivileged kids that ketchup was a vegetable." On another post, a furious Sister Wives watcher dissed the villain Kody for daring to show his face on Cameo. Of course, he'd written about being on Cameo before his kid went tragically. The statement came subsequently, with a detractor psychoanalyzing a patriarch who is now deep in sorrow. Kody didn't want his son to join the army because he felt Garrison would get wounded or killed. However, the fan conveniently disregarded that when they dubbed him a narcissist. These remarks are probably adequate to describe what the sentiments are right now. Bear in mind that Garrison was Kody's kid. He cuddled him as a newborn, saw him take his first steps, and battled to come to grips with the alienation that regrettably persisted until his son died away. Some fans may drag Kody simply to rant, they may desire attention. Trolls occasionally get noticed. However, there are those Sister Wives fans who honestly think that Kody failed his kid, Garrison. They believe Kody was harsh to his kid. They believe that Kody gave up on certain marriages, now exes, and children because he was overwhelmed with his love for Robin. It's true that Kody truly really loves Robin. He just lost it for the petite brunette. This affair created so much difficulties, especially because Kody was one of the world's most prominent polygamists. Kody was meant to spread his love, but when Robin arrived into the picture, he allegedly started dividing it instead. When it came to the non-Robin spouses, there just wasn't enough love to go around. With the kids, it's a little more tricky. Kody adored his kid, of course he loved Garrison. However, like other parents, he sought to guide his kid in a specific path. When Garrison decided to join the National Guard, Kody attempted to persuade him out of it. Maybe Garrison believed his dad would be proud instead. However, Kody was primarily worried about his son's safety. He wanted him to earn a college degree so he would go into the military as an officer rather than a private. He felt it may lessen the chance of death or harm if he was deployed. That wasn't horrible parenting. It simply wasn't what Garrison wanted to hear. So, in that circumstance, Kody was more or less a normal parent. Who hasn't had similar conflicts with parents? It's just par for the course. Garrison did feel that he didn't receiving the affection he needed from his father, and regrettably, other Brown children felt the same way. For example, Savannah Brown didn't even receive a Christmas present from Kody. He said he'd bring her one later. Kody's battled with Paydon Brown, Gwendolyn Brown and other youngsters. Gabriel Brown also acknowledged his grief at his emotional detachment from his father. Fans who bash Kody right now should envision themselves with 18 kids. Would they be able to provide all of them what they needed? No, of course not. The problem is that Kody placed so much pressure on the moms. Janelle, Mary and Christine frequently had to manage parenting matters on their own. Garrison had issues and not all of them were about Kody. His troubles with his parents were part of the problem. However, he drank. Garrison had troubles with an ex and others around him believed that he was sad. Kody didn't cause his child's death. Nevertheless, there may have been occasions when he might have been a better parent. However, it could be said of most parents. So fans should back off Sister Wives Kody now. He's been very silent and no one knows how he's doing. He might be in a really dark place. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.